it's supper time at my house. I am stringing some beans. I am not going to break these beans because I'm going to saute them in some olive oil and some butter and some garlic and all the good stuff. Yum, yum. We're having a harvest supper tonight.
Something smells good.
It's probably these beans. They do smell good. I had a gallon bag of beans, and I've almost got them all done. But I'm going to wash these, and then I'm just going to set these off to the side. I've got to get my potatoes peeled because I'm going to do a big batch of mashed potatoes. I'm going to cut up some fresh tomatoes that I pulled out of the garden. These green beans are out of the garden. I'm going to cut up a cucumber out of the garden, maybe 2, to have with the tomatoes. And I may put some balsamic on mine. That just sounds really good to me right now. I don't know. Maybe just salt and pepper. I don't know. We'll see. What else are we having? Some thin cut steaks. And I am roasting actually about 4 ears of corn that we got from the Mennonite farm the other day. So we're going to try it out. Oh yeah, it's going to be so yummy. I can't wait. Thought about making a pan of cornbread, but I think I'm just going to do this. I don't know. I may wind up throwing some cornbread together and getting it in the oven. We'll see. Alright, let me get these washed and get them set to the side so I can get to peeling taters. Look at this corn. I just pulled this out of the freezer. This is the corn that we got at the Mennonite store. I just pulled it out of the freezer. It looks perfect. It looks still just as fresh as it did the day I put it in there. I mean, it's not been in there too long. Almost a week. Yeah, almost a week. And this is going to be so yummy. So we're going to roast this on 375 for about 30 minutes or so. I'll check it again at about 20-25 and see if it's where I want it. But yeah, we're going to put this in the oven. It's going to be so good.
Could I eat it?
When it gets done. I forgot to add this. Don't laugh, okay? This is the broccoli that I've harvested out of the garden. I'm just thankful to even have this much, okay? So I'm just going to throw this in with the green beans or something and kind of just put some heat on it and give it some flavor. We're going to add that broccoli. Broccoli, Lord, to our supper tonight. I don't want it to go to waste. That's all we got.
Could I have a piece of it?
I washed it when I brought it in last night. So we're going to go ahead and eat this. Here.
We love broccoli.
We do. We do. So, yeah. That's our broccoli. Alright, let me move y'all around a little bit here. You're seeing my cabinet right there. I don't know why. But anyway, we're going to peel some potatoes. And that one looks like it may have seen better days. But, oh yeah. We're not peeling that one. No. I'm sorry. No. It was bad. It was bad. Look at that big old tater. Lord, I am going to make extra mashed potatoes because either tomorrow night which is Friday, or Saturday night, I want to make some potato cakes. So I make loaded potato cakes and they are awesome. Awesome.
We love broccoli.
Okay.
We also love taters.
Yeah, we do. Anyway, gonna get supper done tonight so I can get out there and in the garden and see what else is ready. I picked my first thing of okra last night and there was a bunch more hanging there that may be ready today or tomorrow. So I don't want to let it go too long, because as we all know, if you let okra get overripe, then it gets tough. And nobody wants that. Nobody's going to eat that. You can't even cut into it. And I'm not fooling with that. I like mine young and tender. And I don't let them get very big. That way, they're just better. They just have a better taste. They're not all seeds and stuff like that. It's better okra. Or okry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Better okry. I'm excited to show you guys and a lot of people may cook their mashed taters this way. I don't know, but if y'all didn't know, there's a difference between mashed potatoes and creamed potatoes. Did y'all know that? Did you know that, Aiden?
No.
Well, there is. Mashed potatoes is made with traditionally butter and milk, and you mash them up either with a potato masher or with a mixer.
Oh.
And cream potatoes, which I ate a lot of those growing up. Cream potatoes is made with cream, either evaporated milk or heavy cream or whatever. A lot of people around here had dairy cows, so they had fresh cream all the time, and they made a whole lot of creamed potatoes.
I never knew this.
Well, now you know.
All I knew is how good this meal is gonna be.
Mm-hmm. I love how you talk things up. You a hot guy, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't take a whole lot for the three of us to eat as far as potatoes is concerned. But again, I'm making extra so I can do those tater cakes. And of course, I'm going to bring y'all along and show you what potato cakes are. So, there's that. Alright, y'all. I am going to get these peeled, sliced up, and get them washed up and in my pot, and I will bring you guys back when we get a little further along. Alright, I got my taters peeled, cut up, got them washed, got them in some water. I'm going to turn the eye on high. I just want enough water in there to kind of cover all the potatoes and maybe have just a little bit over. You don't need a whole lot. And I am going to add my salt. I'm going to go ahead. I like to cook with my salt. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't ever seem to get my salt right if I don't cook with it the first go around. I don't like to put it in as an after fact, or after the fact, afterthought, after the fact. Trying to get everything mixed up, I reckon. Alright, so now I've got my green beans ready to go. My potatoes are on. Corn's in the oven. It's not going to take these little thin steaks very long to cook. I'm going to cook them in my big cast iron skillet. Let's make sure that there is no pot holder on the bottom. So we're good there. So I'm going to go over here and get my tomatoes and cucumbers all diced up, all cut up, and get them ready.
I got the hot meal.
Now I know what y'all are thinking. Could her kitchen be any more dark? Yes it can. Y'all, I am going to get these little thin steaks all seasoned up. Let me scoot y'all back a little bit. There we go. I'm going to get them all seasoned up. Just going to put them on a plate like this right here. And I'm just going to do, let me grab a paper towel. I'm going to do 2 at a time. We're using the Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse. This is our favorite. I love this stuff. So we're just going to get some put on here. These are really thin, so I won't need a whole lot. Just want to give it good flavor. And we're going to have leftovers of this, y'all. There will be leftovers because I think there's a total of 6 of these little thin steaks. So we're going to have some leftovers, Yahoo. Maybe there will be a night where I don't have to cook and we can have a leftover night. Wouldn't that be sweet? It would be for me. Oop. Look like I stumped my toe on that one. Alright. Now I'm just going to let them sit here with that seasoning on them for a little bit. I'm going to go over here and wash my hands. Get my mess cleaned up. There you go. Those are going to be good. And I found those suckers on clearance. You can't beat that. Alright, y'all. I got my cucumbers and my tomatoes all washed up. I put some tomatoes in the freezer. I've got a bunch of them sitting here, but they're not ripe yet. I think that's a Mr. Stripey. I think that's right. But I pulled these out and kept them out so that we could try 3 different varieties of our ripened tomatoes. We've got, I think that's a Lemon Boy, maybe? It's awfully orange, but it may be. I don't know. I know that that's a Cherokee Purple. And I think this is an Early Girl. So we've got 3 different varieties. We're going to try these and see which ones we like best. And then that way we kind of know what we want to plant next year. I tried some new varieties this year. And I'm still on the fence about some of them. So we're going to try these. I should have got my chopper out for that, but I didn't. That's okay. We're just going to slice these tomatoes. I'm going to cut some of that core out of there because nobody wants to eat that toughness. Oh my gosh, y'all. There is nothing better than a homegrown tomato. It smells so good. Like, you will not find that smell and that taste in any store-bought tomato. And I'm going to cut my finger here if I'm not careful. You just will not find that in any store-bought tomato. I still have not had a tomato sandwich this season. And I'm getting a little upset about it. But I don't have any bread right now, and I didn't have time to make any today. Don't know that I'll have time to make any tomorrow. So I don't know. I may have to just buy another loaf at the store. I hate to, y'all. I hate to buy store-bought bread, but, you know, there's just times when you gotta do what you gotta do. I would much rather have my homemade bread than I would store-bought. Look at the color on that. I don't know if the camera's doing it justice or not, but dang, I love me a good yellow tomato. I just do. Get that from my mama. Oh, and I messed that one up. Oh well, it'd be alright. I'm excited about these Cherokee Purples. I have heard that they are pretty good, but that they're hard to grow. And I will have to say, that part of that is pretty true. They don't like the heat too well, and they sure don't like all the rain we've been having. So they like to kind of bust open on me. And I am not a fan of that. So I don't know that Cherokee purples will be in my repertoire for the next garden. Alright, so that gave us about 4 or 5 pieces with each tomato. So that should give us a good hint. Let me rinse my hands off. Alright. Now I'm just going to get these cucumbers sliced up. And I hear my potatoes boiling over there. I'm just going to get the potatoes, Lord. The cucumbers sliced up. Get them on the plate. We're getting close to eating time, y'all. Fixing to put them steaks through the cast iron real quick. We'll be ready to go. There's our veggie tray. Oh my gosh, y'all. Salt, pepper. I still think I'm going to add some balsamic to mine. We'll see. But I think I am going to like these cucumbers better than these cucumbers. I don't know. These have just a much better smell to them, if you know what I mean. If you're a cucumber lover, you know. Alright, y'all. Let me clean up this mess. I'm going to save this one. That one may be my lunch tomorrow. Just maybe. We got our taters done. Got them drained really good. Now I'm going to put just a couple of good pats of butter in there. Let that melt down. There we go, like that right there. Trying to decide out of side. We'll add some pepper to it, some fresh ground pepper. We like a lot of pepper in our mashed potatoes. Alright, there we go. I salted them whenever I started cooking them, so don't need to do that. But I will taste test them before I set them out to eat. And now I'm going to add some sour cream. Now this is all dependent on your taste, okay? If you like the sour cream taste, add more. If you like it not a big fan, then you can use milk, or you can use evaporated milk or heavy cream in this. We like the sour cream. I've also seen where people put cream cheese in it. I'm going to have to add some more sour cream to mine. This could be bad. Could be out. Hopefully this will be enough. Chubbs, what is your issue? Scrape that bad boy clean. Always give it a taste test. Make sure that you're at the level you like for your taste and your family's taste. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Those are good. Those are real good. Woo! Yes. Let's get these green beans done. So I'm going to turn my eye on because we like to kind of give ours a little bit of a char right off the bat. So I've got the rest of that butter from that stick that I used on the potatoes. And I put probably a tablespoon and a half, maybe 2 tablespoons of olive oil in there. The amount of butter that I have is probably just a little bit over, a tablespoon. I'm gonna grab my tongs because that's what I like to use on this. I'm just gonna mix that olive oil and butter together. Just like that right there. All right. And in go the green beans. Like that. Let me grab some garlic. I'm just going to use my minced garlic on this tonight. First, I'm going to make sure that all of my beans are covered in the oil and the butter. And my camera is crooked as all get out, but that's okay. It's okay. It will not stand up straight. I don't know what's going on with it. Anyway, I want to make sure that all the beans are covered. Then I'm going to take some salt. We're just going to go in with some of that. Fresh ground pepper. Give it some of that. And then closer to the end, I'll throw some garlic in, but I don't want it to burn. Pat's like that. Me, not so much. Alright, so over here on this one, we're going to turn this eye on about medium. And I'm going to throw just a wee bit of olive oil in my skillet here. Just a wee bit. And then I am going to let that heat up for just a minute, and then we'll get those thin steaks done. Okay? I'm going to stir around my beans. I need to go get my broccoli. Let me run over here and grab my broccoli real quick. Y'all, I thought I was recording. Alright, I put my garlic in there. We've got our beans charring. They're popping open. They're just fresh. So I put the garlic in. Got my broccoli. Oh, it's smelling so good. I turned the eye down to between medium and low. Medium low. How's that? These beans are almost done. Got my first steak going over here. I'm fixing to turn it. I'm just going to use the same set of tongs, because I don't want it to go too long because they're so thin. They don't need to go too long. I got to get my corn out the oven. Alright, these are done. So we're going to pull these off. This supper's coming together, y'all. It's coming together good. Corn's out of the oven. It's hot and ready to go. Mashed taters. Our sauteed green beans with broccoli and garlic. These steaks better hurry up or I'm just going to start eating. There's my plate, y'all. The steak, mashed taters, green beans and broccoli. I got a little bit of olive tomatoes, some cucumbers, and there's the corn. Let's eat supper, y'all.